Welcome back. Previously, Andreas and I had met in Strasbourg at the campsite. We'd driven south through Switzerland, keeping in touch on our CBs. We drove through the Gotthard Tunnel and then parked up on the shores of Lake Como for a rather broken night. The next night was spent in the hills of Emilia-Romagna in a very peaceful park for night spot, before we then drove on to the coast at Ancona, where we boarded an Adriatic ferry which allows you to sleep in your van on the deck overnight. We were very lucky to have a spot right by the side with views out of the Adriatic as we sailed across to Greece. Good morning, Kalimera, from the hold, the car deck of the ferry from Ancona to Igoumenitsa, and it's coming up for 7:30 Greek time, so it's 2 hours ahead of the UK, and I've been up for a couple of hours because I had the most amazing view from the van out the side of the boat. And we're just coming into port at Igoumenitsa, but this is just the most amazing view from the van. Corfu in the distance. Igoumenitsa up ahead. The madness of coming off a Greek ferry. Ella, ella. That's a good sight. We have a happy Andreas in his fixed van. Woohoo! Next, passports. Check then. So nice to be back. The sound of crickets is everywhere. Following signs for Preveza, where I will see Clive tomorrow night. And left Carter, where I see Jane Big Street, see Amudia on the map. 25 years ago I camped in Amudia. Come on, where's the sea? We want the view. Where's the view? We want the sea. There. Woohoo! Mondo is singing.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello, coming loud and clear. Mondo. Ciao, ciao, bella.
Take a look to the left.
So we'd arrived at Karenza Beach, Valani Doraki, and it was here we were to spend the first 10 days of my trip, parked mostly under the shade of a beautiful old olive tree and right on the beachside. We'd spend lazy days beside the cool, refreshing water of the bay, and then lazy evenings back in the taverna, making good friends of Christos and Jota. So we've had a day on the beach. That's Sarah in her van, and Andreas has Mondo in his van. It's a bit grey, and actually we had a drop of rain, but now we're going to head to the taverna in the village. So I'm off on my next section of the trip, or to start the next section of the trip. I'm off to, oh look, wow, I'm off to Preveza, which is half an hour south. My brother flies in from Athens and he's going to come and join us for the weekend on the beach. I have a night in a hotel, Hotel Minos in Preveza, and pick him up from the airport at 10:30. Just letting the goats come through. Oh, lovely. Oh. Hello. So it's actually quite emotional, I suppose, doing this drive again 25 years later. Came down here after towards the end of a 5-month trip in a Mercedes 508 hippie wagon, and we'd just left Amudia after discovering a free beach camping where we made some friends, and it was lovely. We had one night in Preveza and went on to Lefkas, which is just a beautiful Ionian island, which you'll see some footage of later in on my trip. But I remember the roads, not specifically, but their undulations and the way they buck and switch are very familiar. It'll be nice to be driving my brother back this way tomorrow when we return to the beach, but I also very much look forward to coming south to Lefkas on in the week next week. Well, Preveza is very pretty. Not in the least bit how I remembered it. I've just accidentally gone through the tunnel as well under the water, and it's cost me £7.50 each way. So I think Clive might be joining me via taxi tonight somehow, nearly at the hotel. So I'm in Preveza on my own for the evening. And it's got a lovely seafront which I'll just walk down, plus over the water here you can see Lefkada in the distance, which is just beautiful. Looking forward to that. Let's go for a stroll. Kalimera. So we just had one night in the Hotel Minos. I've met up with my brother and we're going to head back to the beach. So it's Sunday in the middle of the second week. I've got Clive here with me, my brother, for the weekend. I'm just driving back to the village from the beach to pick him up. And we're going back to Scala Beach, which is one of our favourites. Clive and I have just pulled up in the van at Scala Beach. I'll walk you down there in a minute. But just admiring the van, looking very purposeful, covered in dust and sand. It's been very good at doing its job and ferrying us around from taverna to beach and beach to taverna. I did just hit a tree, but there doesn't appear to be any damage, thankfully.
Between Drama and Thessaloniki, but north of.
Okay.
On the way.
Bit steep, the stairs. Yeah. Steeper than yesterday.
Steeper than you like.
Back to the handheld.
Yeah.
So we've just driven through the fields, can you tell?
Maybe show the scratches on the other side.
And
also the scratches from the plants on the high roof up there.
Well, that's okay, that'll come off, that's just mud. This one though, I think if this was me I'd be slightly sad.
No.
Oh, it's rubbing off. Okay.
No, maybe not rubbing off.
We are now above Amudia, which is the next bay to the north from Carenza. Very quiet spot, up very steep dirt tracks. Just tried to lose the drone. Insert bad drone footage here. It's a shame we're going to miss the sunset, because it would be amazing from here. Don't know who this guy is. Nice moustache. Down there, that's where I camped 25 years ago. It's closed now. Found a flower for you, Lola. Amazing, huh? Okay.
You ready for me?
Yeah, go for it. Top gear. Cigar. And we go down.
Now you have to stretch your arm a little bit to see what the
I think next time I'm definitely coming up here for a night.
Yeah.
Momentum was the key, and engine on the way up, and engine braking.
Up. It's not just down, we're drifting up.
Yeah. Well, it's the last time following my van buddy back across the lowlands to Valanidaraki from Karenza Beach, because today I'm heading south again to Preveza Airport, and this time I'm picking up my old friend Jane, and heading on south past the airport and driving on to Lefkas, which is another place I visited all those years ago. Very much looking forward to that. It will possibly be time in an apartment, but I may just be parked up on her drive and keeping in the van. I have work to do still. I've got to go and do some work today. I'm going to borrow another friend's apartment today, probably, and break for lunch, hopefully have another swim. I had a lovely swim this morning. It's blissfully hot already, and then 6 o'clock I'll make my way south after coming back to the beach to say goodbye to everyone. I will be back here again, I hope, on Sunday. Hi Minas. And then again on Wednesday with Archie, so it may not be the end of our lovely time here.